Welcome again to another lesson on the Yalak Ahmed channel, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon. This is the Yalak Study Notes Torah Commentary for February 18, 2021. My lesson is titled, The Witness is Unique. And my lesson today is about the Exodus and the witness of the Exodus. The witness would be the nation of Israel. Now, let's read from Exodus chapter 12, verse 31, and then 37 to 38. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night, and said, Rise up, and get you forth from among my people, both ye and the children of Israel, and go serve the Lord, as ye have said. Then verse 37 and 38. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men, beside children. And the mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. So this is telling that the Pharaoh told them to go and leave Egypt, and then it says that they left. Now, how do I know the Moses exodus from Egypt never actually happened 3,500 years ago? Simple, because you are not yet the witness. If you are the witness because you left Egypt and you saw the power of the Most High, you would have power today as the people of the Most High, and you would not be under assault all over the world. Let's read from Isaiah chapter 43, verse 10 and 12. Ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am he. Before me there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me. Verse 12. I have declared and have saved, and I have showed when there was no strange God among you. Therefore ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, that I am God. Here the reader should understand that the witness will know that the Lord is God and not anyone else. He will know that the Lord is God because he has seen, which is why it says, I have showed. And the witness will know that the Lord is God because there has been a declaration, for I have declared and have saved according to what I declared that I would save you. So the witness would know that they are a witness of the Most High because they found out in a first-hand kind of way that a declaration of salvation took place. That's how they will be a witness. They will be able to give testimony of what has happened and prove it. But we know that with all the arguing back and forth about chariots under the water, where did they leave Egypt when they came out in the Exodus and so on, and what remains did they leave behind in the wilderness and so on. We know all those things can't be verified to the satisfaction of all the people who are looking at it. You see, God will not be partially verified, if there is such a thing. So some people on earth cannot believe that there was an Exodus and God did this, and some not believe. Some people can't be sure and others not. If God is going to have a witness, as he says, you are my witness who I have chosen. If he's going to have a witness, the witness must give compelling testimony, factual information, truth, so that the world will know that God is. If people are still wondering, did you come out of Egypt? Was there an Exodus? Did it really happen? If people are still wondering, is this true? God has not been proven, God has not been shown by the witness to the world. So God cannot be known to the world from the point of view of Israel. The witness then is not even sure, or the world in turn would be sure. The witness is unique in that the witness has power, and that power cannot be reversed or die out of the witness. But somehow you can be cut off in slavery and in bondage and in captivity. So you are no longer operating as a witness. See, the moment the Exodus takes place, the moment the salvation takes place, you cannot revert back into not being a witness. The moment salvation comes to you, you are now a witness. So the Exodus never happened, because you cannot go through transatlantic slave trade after you become the witness. Now you can become the witness after deliverance from all of that. But if you got that deliverance coming out of Egypt in Moses' time 3,500 years ago, you cannot cease to be the witness. The nation of Israel cannot plunge after that, because that will stop them from becoming a witness. They are so not a witness any longer that you have to go to churches or in other religious settings to learn of the history of all of this. You have to buy many Bible commentaries and dictionaries to try to figure out and learn about what happened. When a witness does not need to go and buy a book from a bookstore, or watch the news to figure out what happened in the car accident. The witness does not need to listen to their MP3 player or some YouTube lesson in order to know what happened in the car accident. The witness knows it within himself and not from books and so on, bought from a bookstore, because the witness has the knowing inside, because the witness was standing at the intersection and saw the accident take place. The witness does not buy books or read newspapers to get that information. If you are buying concordances and listening to a new pastor, then switching another church and switching your camp and going to a new teaching and a new lesson and a crusade and so on, you are not the witness. You are just trying to learn of it because you are not the witness, and that is because the deliverance never happened in Moses' time, or you would not doubt. It would be impossible to still doubt, because the Most High says, when I deliver my people, everybody's going to know it. So how come you yourself don't know it? It's because it never happened. The Exodus in Moses' time never happened. So you are not a witness, so you buy books and you search. Searching from external sources, because you did not become that witness inside of you by having the Most High deliver you. the Exodus will happen in the future. Now let's run over to the New Testament, Acts chapter 1 and verse 8. Jesus speaking here. But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Ghost is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. Now, notice he says the uttermost, so you're going as far as needs to be done to cover the whole earth. Because if you are a witness of Jesus, the message must be spread all over the earth, even to the uttermost part. That means everybody's going to hear this. But we find that Jesus in the New Testament setting is teaching this. But the Old Testament Israelite discussion is about people who say they are Israelites, who need to be taught, who need to learn about the Exodus. And you get a teacher laying out the facts and the so-called facts and the so-called proof of the Exodus that took place in Moses' time. If even Jesus is saying in the New Testament that to be witnesses of him means that people who already had an experience with him would be spreading the message, why would it be any less with the Most High from the Old Testament? Wouldn't his message have been spread all over to the uttermost part of the earth so that the whole world will know? Like it says many places in Isaiah and Jeremiah and so on, that the whole world is going to know when I deliver. The kings of the earth will even bring their riches, the riches of the Gentiles. Which means what? All the kings or all the countries of the earth will know that you are the witnesses of the Most High. Now they're going to come there. And they're going to come to Jerusalem to learn of the law and so on. Which means the message of you being the witness and having the knowledge of the Most High would have been spread worldwide. So even Jesus mimics this in his teaching, that you will be witnesses of me even unto the uttermost parts of the world. So if it is to the uttermost part, even in Jesus' New Testament teaching, then it's spread everywhere. So how come you now, when you become an Israelite, have to learn now of the Exodus, when the Exodus proof should have been spread to the uttermost part as well of the world so that everybody will know it? So you would not need to be taught in a camp of the facts and the proof of all this Exodus from Moses' time, because you should have known it already, because it would have been spread to the uttermost part of the world long time ago, because Jesus cannot top what the Most High did in the Old Testament. The Most High's truth would have spread worldwide long before Jesus even got here, and no one would have been able to stop talking about it, because when the proof of the Exodus happens, according to Isaiah and others, the whole world will know and cannot deny. That's why it says the kings will bring the riches of the Gentiles, because the knowledge will be everywhere that the witnesses of the Lord are now delivered. They really are the children of the Most High. Let's go bring it. Nobody will need to be teaching that an Exodus happened, that these people have been delivered from worldwide European domination. The knowledge will just be in everyone's mind. So if you are a witness, why isn't it in your mind? But you have to sit in a classroom and learn of it. That's because it never actually happened. So a witness then is one who can give evidence that verifies facts. The witness must have power and is able to use that power. Because once you get that power displayed from the Most High in delivering you out of Egypt, that power cannot go away. That's why the kings will bring the riches of the Gentiles. The nations will bring their riches, because the power rests with you and will not go away. That's why Jesus said, you will become witnesses of me. You will receive power from on high in the upper room experience from the New Testament. So once you receive power, then you can go. The power stays with you. It remains. It's the same here in this deliverance from this Egyptian bondage, the deliverance will remain with you. The power in that deliverance will remain with you. That's why the kings are going to bring the riches of the Gentiles, because you have the power resident with you. It will never go away, so they will dare not test you after that. They're not going to be building up their bombs and so on. What they're going to be doing to come at you, because they know they can never win, they will be destroyed. So what they will build up instead is they're going to be packing up their riches in their ships and bringing it to you, not stacking up missiles and bombs to come after you. So the witness must have power and is able to use that power, because the power will be unrepentant. Yet we live in bondage year after year, supposedly 400 of them. The witness is the only people. The witness is really unique because they have the power resident with them, the power of the Most High. No one else can claim this. The witness is the only people who can display God before the world alongside nature and creation. For the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiworks. So nature will declare it. But the witness is the only people, because nature is doing its own declaration, but among people now, the witness is the only people who can display God before the world, because they got the proof. They are now witness because they came out of an Egyptian bondage that they could not get out of by themselves. The power of God worked their deliverance. So among people on earth, they are the only ones. But any tree in nature can declare God. Any star up in the skies can declare God, and so on. The firmament shows his handiwork, and so on. But among people, not any people can declare that. Not any nation can declare. Only the nation of Israel. Only them can be the witness. That's what makes the witness unique. They are the only ones on earth who can do that. And since you cannot do that now and declare God to the world in that way, that means the Exodus never happened in Moses' time. Because you don't have the witness yet. You don't have the witnessing capability yet. You don't have the witnessing power yet. You can break down the scriptures like crazy. You can have all the expert understanding of the Bible and of the Torah and have great Torah knowledge. But you are not a witness of delivering power, because you are not the witnesses. But when he does it, then you will become the witness. But he speaks it, he makes a declaration, I have declared, because he sees, like the Bible says, those things which are not, he calls them as though they are. The witness cannot become such by being taught from a curriculum in a theological college, learning in a church setting or Israelite camp. No one can teach the nature of a witness into a person so they can be changed into a witness. This is how I know the upper room experience spoken of in the New Testament is fake. So you can't teach being a witness into a witness. You can't teach proof into a witness. Only a display of power from the Most High, a display of power in deliverance, can create a witness in this people, the people of the Most High. The witness can only be a witness of God by a demonstration of mysterious power that makes missiles and scalar weapons and military strategies and biological warfare and so on against the people fail. It takes the power of God to come against all of that and still bring the people out of the bondage that they are in. That is what creates a witness, not because you are well studied in the Torah. Something must happen. What? The display of power to bring about deliverance, to bring about exodus. If you are still wondering now and have to buy another commentary and listen to another teacher to learn all these things, you aren't the witness yet, because it never happened yet. When it happens, you will know. That's why Jeremiah 31 says, they will teach no more every man their neighbor, saying, know the Lord, know the Lord. Why? Because they became the witness, because they experienced the deliverance of God. The power of God was displayed in the Exodus. So they know for themselves and don't need to be taught it. But now you need to be taught, because it never happened yet. So it does not create that in you yet, but it will in the future. This witness people can get the Creator to do something for them, or to utilize his great creatorial and divine power on their behalf. So this makes the witness unique, because they're the only people who can get that from the Creator. Something they can get from the Creator that no other people on earth can ever have. They can get the power of God to move on their behalf in their lives. The witness is unique. And that's why you are locked in a worldwide bondage, because you must be in a unique predicament that you cannot get out of as an entire group of people, even spread worldwide, to get that unique display and manifestation of divine deliverance. A unique problem for a unique exodus, a unique deliverance. After this display of power to free them from the worldwide trouble that they're in, not even the most proud evil king and his people will be able to deny this people live and move under the power of the Creator, the protection of the Creator. They live in divine protection. Even the heathen will declare they are the chosen ones. The heathen will say with their own mouths, these are the children of the Most High, because after the Exodus miracle from not an American but a worldwide Egyptian bondage, the mouth of the wicked cannot stifle confession from themselves, from their own people. The witness is unique. Your Lock Study Notes, Torah Commentary, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon.